Hi everybody, Olive here, and I'm here to give you some recommendations for summer books. As I think I've mentioned in previous videos, I love reading seasonally. If a book has a feel of the certain season, it helps me get into the book 10 times more than it normally would. So today I'm going to tell you about 3 books that I've read in the past that have a really good summery vibe to them, and then 3 books I plan on reading this summer that I think are going to be perfect for summer reading. The first book is one of my absolute favorites, and that is The Rules of Civility by Amor Towles. This book doesn't take place exclusively during the summer. It actually takes place over the course of pretty much the entire year of 1938. There are certainly some wonderful descriptions of the sweltering summer New York heat. I listened to this book as an audiobook for the first time last summer during a road trip, so of course I definitely associate this with summer. The very basic premise of this book is that it is New Year's Eve 1937, and 2 girls who are roommates at a local boarding house go to kind of an underground jazz club and sit down at a table and start having some drinks, and a dapper gentleman sits down at the table next to them, and the 3 of them kind of become intertwined in each other's lives very significantly over the next year and honestly throughout the rest of their lives. I love reading books that take place in the 20s, 30s, 40s. I think these are such interesting decades, and I don't think I'm the only one who thinks so. This was a fantastic book. Like I said, it is one of my favorites. I can't recommend it enough. Summer is a time that I like to read about nautical things and pirates. And so my next recommendation is Cinnamon and Gunpowder by Eli Brown. This is such a fun book. I absolutely flew through it right after I got it out of the library and then had to own my own copy of it because I loved it so much. This book is about a lady pirate, which is even more interesting than a normal pirate. Here she is. Her name is Hannah Mabbitt. She takes this chef, a famous chef of a very important English gentleman, as a hostage, and demands that every Sunday he cook her a gourmet meal using only what he can find on board the ship or barter his way into with the other crew members. He either makes this meal amazing or she decides to kill him. Of course, as things go on, things get more complicated. You get to learn a little bit more about this pirate and what her motivations are, what her crew is seeking, as normally pirate crews are on the prowl for some specific treasure. It is really well written. Like I said, it's a ton of fun and it's just perfect for summer. The final book I'm recommending is another one that I read last summer. I saw this on the bookshelf at Barnes & Noble and picked up the ebook for it. This was Bittersweets by Miranda Beverly Whitmore. Bittersweet is a country estate of a very wealthy family. The main character of this book gets taken to this estate by her friend and roommate during their summer vacation from college. As the book goes on, you realize that this family who owns the estate has a lot of secrets. You slowly start finding out what those are while experiencing the really vivid picture that Miranda Beverly Whitmore paints of this country estate. This book has a total encompassing feeling of summer, and it's really gothic and there are mysteries. I personally really like mysteries during the summer. This is another one I would really recommend. Next, I'm going to tell you about 3 books that I plan on reading this summer. The first is just a little tiny one, and that is Pirates: An Adventure with Scientists by Gideon Defoe. This is really, really small. I'm going to be able to blow through it very easily in one sitting. It's just about pirates that run into Charles Darwin. I like pirates and I like Darwin, so I'm really excited. This next one I heard about on Book Riot and I just could not resist the sound of it, and that is Murder at the Brightwell by Ashley Weaver. This takes place in the 1930s and there is a murder mystery at a glamorous fancy hotel. I was super interested in picking this up and also super interested in reading this over the summer because it has qualities of both Bittersweet and The Rules of Civility, because it takes place in the 1930s and there's a murder mystery, and because I enjoyed those books so much last summer, I was definitely looking for a little bit more of the same, and I really think I'm going to be satisfied with this one. The last one is one that Rebecca Shinsky over at Book Riot has spoken really highly of, and that is Mermaids in Paradise by Lydia Millett. This takes place at a Caribbean resort. There is a couple that discovers mermaids on this island that they are visiting on vacation, obviously. The media starts jumping all over the fact that there are mermaids on this island. Then apparently there are environmental activists who are trying to really fight for the conservation of these mermaids. And apparently the story just goes crazy from there. Not only am I really interested in that plot, but it centers around mermaids. Of course it's perfect for summer. So those are just a few books that I read over the summer that I think are really great to read during this season, and then a couple books that I'm hoping are going to be really great to read this summer. If you know of any books that are so summery that you can just feel the heat radiating off the page, please let me know in the comments down below. You can also find me on both Twitter and Instagram at A Book Olive. The link to my Goodreads is down below as well if you'd like to be friends. Thanks so much for watching. Happy summer. I'll see you next time. Bye.